Is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Honorable Andrew Holness, a hypocrite? Or is he just coming to the realization that dancehall music has some effect on the high crime rate that is plaguing this beautiful country? In recent days, the Honorable Prime Minister came under a slew of criticism from famous dancehall artists saying he's duplicitous or he's a hypocrite and he only uses the music when it benefits him most. Let's go to the Yard Eye newspaper and see what's going on in the news. Holness doubles down on statement about violent lyrics after criticism from several dancehall artists. After a number of stinging criticism by a slew of dancehall artists saying Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness is being duplicitous, he doubled down on his stance regarding the way that the violent lyrics contribute to the level of crime that is seen on the island. Mr. Holness has revealed that he loves dancehall music, but he's not backing down, and he was an unapologetic fan of the genre. And during a recent interview, he revealed that he had to speak the plain truth as some of the lyrics glorify violence and they are, therefore, harmful. The Prime Minister believed all music could do much more for the people who earn from it if the artists would stop glorifying violence. As one of the biggest supporters of the Jamaican music and culture, he is unapologetic. The leader believes he has a duty to reflect the uncomfortable truth as he wants to engage the DJs and artists so they will be a part of the development of the country. He recognized that he has been the only leader who openly expresses love for the local art form, and he wants to continue engaging dancehall artists. However, he believes the artists have a responsibility and a duty to understand that the music that sounds good can be legitimizing violence, and that is wrong. He was being berated by members of the public and a number of artists who thought he was being hypocritical after he explained that violent lyrics had an influence on the behavior of some people who were carrying out vicious acts on their fellow citizens. His use of the moniker Bro God and the fact that he used dub plates during the last general election, and some of the artists who did his dub plates were known for using violent lyrics in their tracks. Holness had explained at the time that the dub plates were not commissioned. The artists had volunteered to do their part to help the party. After Mr. Holness made the first statement in Parliament, Massacre, Mavado, Dovey Magnum and others spoke out against him after he addressed the issue of violence lyrics in dancehall music for the second time since this year. In January, he said, the Jamaican music was on par with science and technology, and it is another important tool for economic growth, and it was recognized by the government and foreigners, but it was being bombarded with violent songs and its integrity was threatened. At that time, for the HYP, I told the dancehall fraternity to ignore the PM in an online rant. He believed politicians started the gun violence in the country during their fight for power in the 70s, and now they are seeking to blame the dancehall artists for the ongoing violence. According to Mavado, Andrew only should stop from blaming the high crime rate in Jamaica and violent lyrics, he asks. Why is this man blaming crime on music? Every prime minister that the people vote in When them get them blood clot seed to work, them fail and come point fingers. He also said, well, we're pointing finger right back at you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you heard the report from the HYP newspaper. And I'm letting you be the judge on this one. You know my stance already. I love dancehall music. I love Chronic Laws, one of the few artists that is so powerful with his delivery, his melody. Alkaline is another favorite of mine. Beautiful lyrics and beautiful melody. I can understand 3 Rifle or 4 Rifle leaning on the wall. I'm also a Cartel fan because I know Vybz Kartel way before he became this mega superstar that he has become. But ladies and gentlemen, I am an adult. I can understand where these lyrics came from. I can understand Mavado because I know Mavado from he was just a little young youth, grown up in cassava piece. And I understand that he sees, and some of these music that Mavado sings are actually life experience in terms of what he sees happening in the streets. But saying all that to say this, I know that there are younger Jamaican minds who are like sponge and they absorb everything that they hear and see. Our artists are like gods to some of these youngsters. They look up to these artists with admiration, and these artists are quote-unquote role models for some of these youngsters. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, most of these youngsters don't have fathers to guide them and to point them in the right direction. So me as an adult, I can understand the lyrics. I can understand where the artists are coming from. And guess what? I've known to rock myself on a few of these lyrics myself. But I want to hear from you. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you really think the Prime Minister is right now and he's not being a hypocrite? He's actually coming to grips with himself to say, I have a responsibility to the Jamaican people, and I don't care what anybody says. I am going to speak my truth, and I am going to be firm holding my truth. Let's hear from you in the comment section. Reach out to me on this one. This is very important because guess what? To date, we have lost 370 people. Today is what, the 3rd of April, and we have lost 370 people to violence, active criminality. Recently, there's a slew of attack on our women. They keep coming, and I keep asking myself the question, are we a country of copycats, or we've just lost it? Is that little piece of ranking meat something that will force a man to do these hideous crimes? Jamaica, my heart hurts every time I see a woman go down like that. Recently, I saw a video of a woman in St. Thomas, and it's so gory I don't even want to go into the details of this video. I've also seen other videos of women. Where are we going with this crime thing? What measures do we have to use to stem this wanton murder of our children? Going back in the newspaper, and I'm going to make a different video about a young schoolboy who invited his young girlfriend over to his house and then invited his 2 friends over, holding down his girlfriend while his 2 friends had sex with her. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Please make your comment. Please say anything you feel like you want to say. This is very important, and I am depending on you to help with this dialogue to see if we can say, is the Prime Minister a hypocrite, or he has just come to grips with life to know that, hey, you have to grab the bull by the horn and do the right thing. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, make your comment, and of course, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do so. Thank you.